Okay, right here is a 1986 Komatsu D455A. Following the introduction of the smaller D355A-3 in 1974, Komatsu introduced what it called the world's first super dozer in 1975, which was the model D455A, which you can see right here. Nicknamed the Brute by Komatsu advertisements, the D455A gained a solid reputation in the mining industry for being one tough tractor. Now let's go and get a closer look at the D455A. Three different blade options were offered for the D455A, depending on what the customer preferred. The big blade that you see on the front of this D455A is a full U blade. It measures 20 feet 1 inch wide and 7 feet 5 inches tall, and it is rated to carry 41.7 cubic yards of material. And to help give you an idea of the size of a D455A, this tractor measures 13 feet 2 inches tall from the ground to the top of the ropes over the operator's cab, and 11 feet 4 inches wide. "29-inch general-purpose crawler shoes were standard for the D455A. However, Komatsu also offered optional wider crawler shoes depending on the type of ground conditions that the machine would be working on. Okay, now let's go up on top of this beast. The D455A is powered by a Cummins VTA 1710C, direct injection turbocharged and aftercooled V12 diesel engine, which you can see right under the hood here. Originally rated at 620 horsepower, the power output for the D455A was later increased to produce 650 horsepower for this tractor. If you look right here, you can see one of the air cleaners. The other is on the opposite side. And up top on the hood, you can see the two air intakes. The D455A featured Komatsu's exclusive dual powertrain system, which consisted of two single-stage, single-phase torque converters and two planetary-type transmissions to power each track individually. Power generated by the diesel engine is sent through the torque converter to the transmission, which in turn powers the final drive via the center clutch. The benefit to this is increased range of steering options and variable power control over each track. As you can see, this D455A is equipped with an enclosed operator's cab, which was an optional feature for this tractor. Now let's go inside and take a look at the control setup on this machine. From here you can get a good overview inside the operator's cab of the D455A. Okay, directly out in front of the operator on the control panel, you can see all the gauges to monitor this tractor when it's in operation. From left to right, the gauges are as follows: water temperature, engine oil pressure, converter oil temperature, fuel level, and the amp meter. Here you can see the warning lights, and you can see other switches to work other various functions on this tractor, such as a switch for the front headlights. These two big hand levers that you see directly out in front of the operator are the steering clutch and brake hand levers. This is how you steer the D455A. Each hand lever controls each individual track, and how these work is very simple. Pull back halfway to apply the steering clutch, and pull back all the way to apply the track brake. On the floor you can see two foot pedals. This big pedal that you see directly out in front of the operator's seat on the floor is the track brake pedal. And this pedal that you see over here, off to the right side, controls the decelerator. This hand lever that you see over here on the left side controls the engine throttle. The D455A is equipped with a Komatsu torque flow transmission, and this hand lever that you see right here, off to the left side, is the gear shift control lever. This is in the neutral position right here. There are 4 forward speeds and 4 reverse speeds on the D455A. This hand lever that you see over here, off to the right side, controls all the functions of the blade out in front. And directly behind the blade control hand lever is the ripper control hand lever, which you can see right here. And this controls all the functions of the shank ripper, which is located on the back of the tractor, which you can get a good view of by looking out the rear window right here. And from right here you can get a crystal clear view of what the operator would see if he were running a D455A. Mounted directly behind the operator's cab sits a 317-gallon diesel fuel tank, which you can see right back there. And you can see the cap to fill the tank with diesel fuel. Mounted to the right of the operator's cab sits the hydraulic oil reservoir tank, which you can see right here. And if you look on the side of the tractor right here, you can see the decal with the original Komatsu logo, and directly below it you can see where it says D455A. And mounted on the right rear side of this tractor, directly behind the hydraulic oil reservoir tank, is the hydraulic oil cooler, which you can see right here. As you can see, this particular D455A is equipped with a single shank ripper, or as Komatsu called it, a giant ripper. However, Komatsu also offered a multi-shank ripper for the D455A, depending on what the customer preferred. If you look up top, you can see the 2 tilt cylinders which will tilt the ripper forward and back. And down below you can see the 2 hoist cylinders, which will raise and lower the ripper. And the overall operating weight of a D455A series tractor can range anywhere from 84 to 91 tons, depending on the year of build and also depending on the type of configuration that the tractor is set up in. In this particular configuration, when equipped with the full U blade and the single shank giant ripper as you see right here, this D455A weighs in at 89.3 tons. With the multi-shank ripper installed, the D455A weighs in at 91 tons. The D455A remained in production until 1987, when this tractor was replaced with the newly designed D475A-1 model. But there she is, the world's first super dozer, a 1986 Komatsu D455A.